I've never heard this song before. I don't know.
Mr. 4/4 Beat here. Hey guys, I'm Lee.
I'm Michael.
And we are
Two Old Dudes.
So, Michael, you seemed a little upset when you got here.
No, I'm good. Just had a little disagreement with my girlfriend this morning.
About what?
She doesn't like it when I don't make the bed.
Yeah. I had a girlfriend like that once.
Yeah? What'd you do?
Like I said, I had a girlfriend like that once. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just, things don't go perfect. Okay, Perry, hand Michael something to get him over his mood.
Okay. Mac Miller.
Mac Miller.
Yeah. And the name of the song is Hand-Me-Downs.
Hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we did one Mac Miller. It was called Self-Care. He was in a coffin.
Right. That was very cool.
Which
Yeah.
was, and kind of forward-looking in its own way.
Hand-me-downs should be interesting. I mean, I was the youngest in the family, and so I occasionally got those. Here's some pants.
Yeah.
They were your brothers. There's no holes. Keep wearing them.
So, anyway, you ready to check out Mac?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Looks like we're in the studio here.
I'm thinking maybe I should thank you. Oh, baby, I should buy you another round. Cause you care and I swear that I'm here, but I'm there. It's getting harder to hunt me down. Get away to a place with a lake, such a great view. Leave the bank, couple $100 down. I made it, but hey, once I build it, I break it. That might just break me down.
Man, I just, straight off the bat, this is not what I was expecting after the first video we saw with Mac Miller with a lot of the rap. I mean, this feels like a very, very cool 70s soul song.
Man, what a groove.
Yeah, and the deepness of his voice and that rasp is just like, wow, it just draws you in.
It is really an original sound, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
I've never heard anything like it. And what I'm noticing here, he's in the studio. He looks like a kid at Christmas, doesn't he? He's on the keyboard, he's on the guitar, now he's on the bass.
Yeah.
You can just tell he is in the place where he is comfortable in his own skin. And, knowing his story and everything, it's both joyful and bittersweet to see him this happy.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that, with a lot of artists and they're out there and they're singing, you really don't always know the depth of their skill set. Mm-hmm. And so many artists can play so many instruments. And then all of a sudden you see them, I'm like, wow, he can play piano. Wow, he can play bass. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, it's probably like, of course, he probably started off doing all this stuff himself.
Yeah.
And, that's very cool.
Boy, this song is amazing.
And all I ever needed was somebody with some reason who can keep me sane. Ever since I can remember, I've been keeping it together, but I'm feeling strange. Get away when it ain't really safe and it don't seem right. But what's new, you get used to the bullshit. Screws, they go missing. It's likely they might be, but you remind me, shit, I need to stay in line. You damn well are a great design. Hey, you, despite being an only child, say you need more of a family round. Let's turn these jeans into hand-me-down. Down, down.
Okay, first of all, someone was giving us a hard time in the comments about always pausing the song right before the beat drops.
We're so sorry.
Michael, we just answered that and said we'll try to do better, and then
I've never heard this song before. I don't know.
Mr. 4-4 beat here. I know, that's the thing. Never heard the song. Don't know when the beat's coming.
No.
I'm not even sure we know what the beat is. You know? Anyway.
This part right here is just kind of grooving with a psychedelic that just kind of fills and draws you in, and it makes you not really focus on too much else except for that vibe going through the song. And honestly, that one little scene, he's just touching the dial. It's just, these guys in the studio, the producers, they're magicians.
Yeah.
And he knows the sound of his music. So he knows just a hair. It just needs to be a hair more. And some people don't notice, but when you're a perfectionist and you are creating art, he's in an art studio. And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's like choosing the right color for a painting.
It's exactly, yeah. And there's your painting.
Down, 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 down.
Yeah, well,
Guys on drums.
just
Yeah.
being honest, my conscience ain't doing bad. Because I try to minus the problems that I attract. And half the time the wheels that's in the back of my mind just keep on turning till the tire's flat and burning till the fire crack. I do not lie, though facts may seem a little far-fetched. That's only cause I maybe make believe and full of darkness. When I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, walking, dropping change inside your empty guitar case. That's charity, I move carelessly, that's why I'm always tripping. I guess it's like electrolytes, you help me go the distance. Not too efficient, but the way it's always been. Until the day we have to meet again. Get away when it ain't really safe and it don't seem right. But what's new, you get used to the bullshit. Screws, they go missing. Slightly, they might be, but
You remind me, shit, I need to stay in line. You damn well are a great design. You, despite being an only child, say you need more of a family round. Let's turn these jeans into hand-me-down. Down, 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 down.
I mean, the guy's just having the time of his life.
Yeah, and the more I'm piecing together the lyrics, this really feels more like a love song because he's talking about finding the right person, and you're like electrolytes, and you're the one that keeps me going.
And you're a good design.
And you're a good design, yeah.
And he's talking about himself, some of the screws come loose, the wheels go flat.
yeah.
And I think he's referencing her as an only child, maybe.
I'm not sure,
Seemed like that was.
but I just know that when you find the right partner, man, it just makes life so much better.
Yeah, it does. Unless you don't make the bed. Man, and that last little bit had
Sound like a little metronome. A little tap, tap, tap at the very end of the song. Man, what a great, great sound. I mean, like, completely, I wasn't expecting something so mellow and so soulful. But wow, that's some cool versatility.
This
And being able to hear the full strength of his voice.
You know,
Wow.
we're very careful when we review or react to something that we don't go off and listen to a bunch of their other stuff. Now I'm dying to hear the other stuff. We're going to have to do an album review of this over on our Patreon because I got to hear some more of this.
That's going to be a roller coaster ride. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, we're going to go from one to another. Yeah, it's going to blow our mind. I mean, we did a song or two of Kendrick Lamar, and then we went and did that whole album reaction. And man, like, yeah, when you hear in order, in context, and you start getting the whole story, it just blows your mind. It's incredible. Yeah.
Well, this is quite different from Self-Care, although at the end of Self-Care, it sort of switched to a different vibe at the end, and that vibe was a little bit like this, so I'm wondering if this isn't more in his, sort of style of what he does a lot of, but I don't know. I guess we'll do an album.
Man, as far as we know, it could have been one song after another. You know how they can just kind of transition in that story, yeah.
Mac Miller starting to really understand that respect because, boy, he gets a lot of respect.
Wow, skills.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. All right.
So
that was a good one.
That was a good one. Like, comment, subscribe, make the bed. I'm going to go ahead and make the bed.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.